And for Man City, we know, is not over on the market, because I maintain what I've been telling you for days. Man City are still trying to make the deal happen in January for Marc Guehi. My information is that Manchester City believe internally that they can reach an agreement with Crystal Palace for Guehi quite easily. So should not be a problem to reach a club-to-club agreement with Palace, because Palace are open to finding a solution in January for Marc Guehi. Obviously, they would be also happy to keep the player with them, and they're not desperate to sell Marc Guehi. But if a good proposal arrives, obviously to make some profit, some money for the player in January, being out of contract and not extending it ahead of the summer transfer window, would be good and smart for Palace. So City are really convinced they can reach an agreement with Palace. But it's the player who has to decide, and Marc Guehi is taking his time, with his family, with his agents, considering all the opportunities, because Arsenal have been calling over a potential deal in the summer. Arteta is a big fan of the player. This is why Arsenal are interested. So Mikel Arteta really believes he's a top player, but Arsenal also have many players in that position. And so that's the point.
If Marc had said at one moment, I want to leave Crystal Palace, the deal would have happened already weeks ago. So because of his situation, and it's nobody to blame for it. If a player has 1 more year left contract and gives the signal, I definitely want to leave, a deal will happen in every single club. Yeah. So Marc is fully committed to the team.
Marc Guehi, does he want to stick there for 6 months and then choose a lovely contract at the end, by the way, where his contract will be worth a lot more? Or does he think, actually, now's the time, this is the time to move on, and perhaps Manchester City, Liverpool could be a destination?
Well, let's get the Liverpool side of things. Lola, you've been sitting there patiently, and I'm sure you've got lots to say, because is there a frustration at all? It looks like Antoine Semenyo, who we'll talk about in a minute as well, is going to Manchester City. You can't let Guehi go there as well, can you? I mean, out of the two of them, is Guehi the one you would need more?
I feel very conflicted about this, because I'm very frustrated that we waited until the last week of the window to try and sort out the Guehi deal in the summer.
That was a mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that needed to be a priority much earlier in the window, especially after selling Jarrell Kwanzaa. The reality is, with the exception of Leone, who is such a young player, I don't know if you can really call him a senior centre-back signing, we haven't signed a centre-back since Ibu Konate in 2021, and that's negligent, really, if you're running a football club. So we certainly need a centre-back, but I do question whether Guehi is right for us, because he's 6 foot. Reece reliably informs me that he can do it all, and you know, he